Excuse me. Calm down. Well, oh. Deal's here. Who's that? Who is it? The wolf pack has arrived. Say hello. 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 Okay. Hi everyone. Let's give it a minute, give it a couple of minutes, see if anyone else joins. Before I face the music. Happy Halloween guys, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Who do I want to win Big Brother now? Cameron. Cameron or Brock for Cameron. Cameron deserves it. He deserves it more. Hi guys, hi. Big love guys, thank you for all the support. Past couple of days since my removal from the Big Brother house has been an emotional theme park. Not an emotional roller coaster, but an emotional theme park. Literally, I have been lost. These past couple of days I've been so lost. I've been drinking loads. I've just been trying to get away from everyone. It has been so difficult. Obviously everyone means well. All my family mean well. My family love me. They care about me very much. But the fact of the matter is, I said something that is unacceptable. And that's just the way it is, you know. It was a slip of the tongue. I said something that was unacceptable and could be offensive, and it is what it is. What's that? Someone slagging me off in the live video. I'm not bothered. I don't care. So I said something offensive. Obviously, I came out. I was like, look, I've said this to my family. Told them, like, I'm just going to face the music. I'm going to tell everyone what I said. It felt in the diary room when I was apologising, even though I meant my apology. I'm Jewish. Everyone makes mistakes. Yeah, like it wasn't anything malicious. There was no intent there. I felt stupid apologising for it. I am sorry, and my apology is completely sincere. But it was a slip of the tongue. It was like an impression, a slip of the tongue, and it is what it is, you know. And I'll face the consequences for that, and that's what I'm doing now. I mean, I got removed from the Big Brother house, you know. What the bookies are saying, I was going to win, so I lost 100 grand. I didn't get to spend the rest of it. Well, I got evicted on Cameron's birthday. Obviously, I lost 100 grand, potentially. Lost the end of my experience. Didn't get to meet Emma Willis. Didn't get to walk out to the crowd or face the crowd. And one of the biggest reasons I went there was to prove to myself that, you know, the dark thoughts in my mind aren't correct, and not everyone hates me, and I'm not a bad person. And even though I am broken in ways and unstable, I'm trying my best to be a better person, and that's all we can do. And going in there, I was like, so it was me. I was stepping out into my own skin. I was owning my insecurities, owning my imperfections, owning my flaws, owning my past. From day one, I told you everything about me. And I wanted to prove to myself that I don't have to be scared to go to the shop. I don't have to be scared to go to a bar or a club because I'm going to feel anxious or I might have to leave. I just wanted to be me to the world, and I wanted to step out and say, this is who I am, damaged and broken, and I'm trying my best to be a better person. And I did that. I didn't win, but I did what I went there to do. And you know what? The mistake that I made, the comment out of context, like the impression of Hitler, it cost me. Like it is. I am who I am. Like I'm a human being. Like, we're all human. Like, I didn't go there to be perfect. I didn't go there to be liked. I went there to be me. And in no way have I ever set out to offend anyone or disrespect anybody's religion or beliefs or backgrounds or sexuality. Like, I'm an egalitarian. Like, we're all the same. Like, we're all. If you put like two different people under an X-ray, they're both two skeletons. The skin, where you're from, none of it means anything. We're all humans. And I made a slip up. Instead of outfits, I said Auschwitz when I was talking about getting Cameron some cool outfits, because he's cool. He's a good looking guy, you know. So I wanted to kick Cameron out with a new outfit. I said Auschwitz. I went on to mock Hitler, and I said, what you saw in the sun. And that's all it was, a slip of the tongue. It cost me. And you know what, if anyone is watching this and you want to change your perspective on me over one comment, and you do that, you're free to. If you want to forget about the good in me and look for like that one comment, that one slip of a tongue, and change your perspective on me, then you're fine. You're entitled to do so. You're entitled to hate me. You're entitled to fucking whatever. Like, but at the end of the day, since I've come out, all I wanted to do was just to own it. I wanted to just say, like, well, I'll just tell them what I said. I'll just tell it. And obviously Channel 5 didn't want to release it. I respect their decisions. Channel 5 are my best interest at heart. When I got removed, the producers were devastated. Like, they watch me every day, so we become really close. And they've been amazing with me. All the producers have been amazing. The aftercare team's been brilliant. They've made it really, really easy. You know, there was a couple of moments when I was just lost, and I was like, I was just drinking loads of red wine, trying to escape, and because in my mind I wanted to address the situation. Like, this is what I do in my life. If I do something wrong, because us as humans, we make mistakes, and all we can do is just identify the mistake, apologise for it, and then just try and not let it happen again. Like, so obviously the producers are brilliant. The producers have been in contact with me, and you know, they were devastated when they took me out of the house. They were like, there's nothing we can do, we're sorry. So it's not them in general, you know. They try to keep me in the house, and you know, the mistake that the comment that I made, the subject that I was about, even though it wasn't intentional, it was connected to anti-Semitism. So, you know, I understand that. I completely sympathise with the decision. I'm gutted that some kind of impression or a joke that I did can come across as something so serious when, you know, it was what it was, you know. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I didn't mean it, so it is what it is. It was a slip of the tongue. I mean, for me personally, where I'm from, up the borough. Like, see you next Tuesday. Spell it CUNT. So the word, obviously, that I say quite a lot. That's like, I know that's very insulting for some people, but where I'm from, I'll go, "How are you doing, you mad?" And I'll say that. It's like, and then it's just the way we speak, and with me in general, the way I speak. It's all about just unlearning certain things that you've learned in your life, like certain things that can become offensive. Like, if you mistaken the gay word, if you say gay in out of context, and you're saying I am gay, it can become offensive to certain people of the LGBT community. And it's just all about unlearning language and speech that you thought all your life was just normal and usual. And you know, I wasn't the first person on Big Brother to mock Hitler. You know, I think was it Michael Barrymore or someone? Michael Barrymore mocked Hitler live on TV. And, you know, like, what they didn't... It was what it was, you know. It is. That's all it was. So, I just wanted to, obviously, face the music. You know, just let me point out the fact is... I didn't make a penny off the article with The Sun. I didn't make any money for it. I didn't take any money. There's someone wanted to do an article after someone who was in my house leaked the Auschwitz comment, and they wanted to do the article. And you know, it just since then, because everyone was like, "No, keep it quiet." Obviously, everyone's advising me not to repeat what I said, and that's not who I am. I don't run from my shit. I spent years of my life running from my issues and running from who I was as an individual, and running from my mistakes, and running from my past, and running from the dark parts of me. And I can't do that. I can't run away from stuff that I've done. So, you know, I wanted to address the situation, and the story was going to get out anyway, and I wanted to make sure that I had my say. There was a time where I didn't want to. You know, a lot of my family, they care about me. They're like, "Oh, don't say that you said that." But because they want me to have a good future. They don't want people to hate me, or And bearing in mind, they're going to be getting threats from people, like, they're going to be, like, their lives are going to be affected by what I've said if someone takes it the wrong way. But I said what I said, and I can't run from that. I said it. I didn't mean anything by it. It wasn't a direct order. It was just that I mocked Hitler, and that's just the way it is, and I said it. So I wanted to face the music from day one, but obviously my family and friends, they were like, no, don't, and I listened to them, and I want, and for days I've been lost, I've been drinking, I've been like, I can't believe it, you know, my life's going to be over, like, people are going to change their minds about me, all this love that I've been getting, they're going to, like, they're going to turn around, they're going to hate me now, they're going to give me abuse, they're going to think that I'm this and I'm that, and I'm not, man, I'm a good guy, I'm just trying to do my best in the world, and we make mistakes, we're human beings. I went on that show to be myself, and part of me being myself is that I'm not perfect, and we say stuff, we do stuff. Sometimes you say stuff to people that you love that you don't mean, and sometimes you say stuff that can offend people, and that's just life. All you can do is just say sorry, and then just try and tighten up your vocabulary. And because I get verbal diarrhea sometimes because I'm speaking that much, it just comes, and it just happens, and it happened with the world watching. So it wasn't the first time I said something out of context. It wasn't the first time that I had offended someone intentionally and unintentionally, but it was the first time that I cared. It was the first time in a long time that I cared about all you guys that support me. Because I've lived my life. I've lived many different lifestyles, and one of those lifestyles I never used to give a fuck what people think about me. And to be honest with you, I still don't in certain senses. But after like seeing how I've impacted all you guys, like, and you're all like sending me love and supporting me, I thought, what if they all change their minds about me because of what I said? What if they all don't like me? And I cared for the first time in a long time in my life. I actually cared about what all you guys thought and what everybody else who reads the papers thinks about me. And because if they don't like me for who I am, then you'll get in the fingers. But if I've done something to offend you, I'll apologise for that, because I don't want to offend no one unless they deserve it, unless they offend me. Then I don't want to offend anyone. But if I have, then I'll just want to say it again now. Like, if I offended anyone with my stupid impression, or the Auschwitz, or the Hitler thing, or whatever, or the words that I said, I'm not repeating them because I don't want to offend anyone, and, you know, I don't think I'll repeat those words ever again. And I just want to apologise to anybody that, you know, anyone from any Jewish backgrounds, anybody that has family that, you know, went through what they went through, and, you know, it was never to intend anyone or disrespect, like, the pain and the trauma that you guys, and like, you and your family or your ancestors went through or anything like that. It just was what it was. So I just want to apologise to you guys. You know, it is what it is. I'm sorry if I offended you. If you're mad at me, I am sorry. But it was what it was. It was a slip of the tongue. There was no maliciousness and no intent. It was what it was, guys, man. That's about it, really. I'm just going around in circles like I usually do. Can I just say, because I never got a chance to say, that if anyone is watching this that works in the diary room or on the set of the Big Brother house, thank you for putting up with me in the diary room. Because I just went around in circles. I was like, rah, rah, rah. I was crying, going, rah, 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 fucking he said that. And, you know, sometimes I was in there for hours. Sometimes I was in there. Did you like Akeem? Me and Akeem got on well. I don't know what his family's talking about on Twitter, saying that I hated Akeem and I tortured him and it was this and that. Me and Akeem got on well. Just lads banter. We just clashed. We just tore into each other. He tore into me. I tore into him. It is what it is. We will miss your diary room rants. Well, you're going to get them on my Instagram and on my Twitter and stuff anyway, so you just gained more access with me. Yeah, they were patient with me. They were very patient with me in the diary room. Am I going to see Cameron? Of course I'm going to see Cameron. Yeah, Akeem's cool, man. Akeem's a nice guy. He's just too theatrical for me. I'm transparent and trying to be as real as I can, and he just plays up the cameras. It's like he's done a crash course in acting before he went there. Something happens, he goes, oh, that camera saw me, that camera saw me, that camera saw me, and relax. It's so theatrical, it's so staged, the way he like jogs around and stuff. This one time we were in the garden. Am I going to vegan? Like Christy Wise, my boy, yes. I'm at vegan nights tomorrow if anyone's at vegan nights in London. Let's do it. I'm Muslim and I love you to bits. Thank you, brother. Muzzy busy. We're all the same. We're all human. We're all the same. Doesn't matter what religion you are, what colour you are, what your beliefs are. We're all the same. We're all the same. We're all human. We're all the same. I can't watch Cameron. I saw Cameron's reaction. Yeah, I couldn't wait to turn it off. I almost erupted into tears. I haven't got a ticket. Has anyone got any spare tickets to vegan nights because they're sold out? Yeah, I can't watch Cameron being upset when I can't be there for him. He's like my little brother. Yeah, I know it's sad because we only knew each other 6 weeks, but we clicked instantly, and that was a real connection. Have you talked to anyone that has gotten out? Nope. Oh yeah, I have. Isabella's messaged me a few times. That's about it. Isabella, Brooke, Cameron. Probably Akeem. I mean, Akeem got on. I don't know where this whole thing about me hating Akeem or being horrible to Akeem came from, because me and Akeem got on. Like, we got on. He's too fake. He's too theatrical. He's a nice guy. One of the biggest things I learned from Akeem was that you have to look past the bad in people to appreciate the good. And when I stopped getting proper infuriated by the fake shit he was saying, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. Like, he said to me one time, if he ever saw his real dad, he'd knock him out. And then 2 weeks later, he was saying, I swear down on my dead dad's grave I didn't do it. So I was like, well, do you know what I'm saying? So just when people say stupid shit around me, I can't forget it. Like, people say stuff that makes me doubt their character. I can't forget it. I can forgive you and be your friend, but I'll always remember that thing that you said to me, do you know? Heart eyes back to you all. Yeah. Did you get sorted with Jungle tickets? No. Sim call at 16. Have you got any? Because I want to go see Jungle. I only heard about them last night. You had a shag yet? No comment. Who do you want to win, Cameron? Akeem tries too hard. Yeah, he does. Since the start of the show, he's tried too hard. I like all dogs. I like all dogs. Emma looked proper crushed they removed you. Really? Emma Will's supposed to be having my back, you know, that's cool, man. That's cool. Do you know what, like, that's when I said that I'm going to the final, no, I won't be, I'm Scorpio. I won't be invited to the final, want you in the jungle. I think the jungle's already been picked, and, you know, I don't class myself as a celebrity. I'm just a guy from a small town who went on TV to face his fears, and Griffo, how you doing? How you doing, kiddo? Can you tell us why you're removed from the house? Yeah, I've just, there's been an article, Charlene, there's been an article released earlier on today. India also got your back, yeah. There's been an article released today about the things that I said, you know, I did an interview today, I went to set the record straight and face the music. I did an impression of Hitler, it was a bad impression, very bad impression. It was very offensive to Jewish people. So I'm facing the music, I'm here to take any stick or any comments or any abuse that anyone's got from me, but it is what it is. I made a mistake, and I'm apologising for it. I'm facing the music. Thank you guys for the compliments. Who will I speak to outside the house? Cameron, Brooke, Akeem, probably Kian. I don't know. I don't force shit. Like, I'm speaking to Isabella. Like, I don't force shit if we get on and the conversations are not forced. Because when you're together in that environment, you have nothing to do with talk. But on the outside, are we still going to have that same vibe, you know? I mean, Cameron might not get on the outside, you know what I mean? But we shared something special, and what was he saying, like? I can't even comment on that. No abuse, you're an honest bloke. Yeah, I'm just trying to be honest, man. I'm just trying to keep it real in a world full of fakers, and it is what it is. Yeah. Did you get on with Sian and Kennelly? Nope. Sian is so boring. I knew nothing about her. She got her way through the show because she like cooks. Like, I'm self-sufficient. I mean, I cook and clean myself. So Sian cooks. So no one nominated her, and obviously she saved herself once. For the full time for the show, if she ever did anything, if she went, I wouldn't have knew she was gone. Didn't really get on with Kennelly. I mean, Kennelly seemed alright, but she's just annoying, always sexually driven. She used to run on my bed, run across me when I was sleeping and shit like that, and just the house was controlled by this kind of sexual innuendo thing, and I hated it. It was horrible. What you have to understand is that we're on TV, and there's like the younger generation are looking up to us, and they're going to be like, oh, I want to be on TV, and then I'm watching people going about, like, shaking their ass, going, yeah, fuck my ass, and then they're going to think that's what they have to do to get on TV. You know, we had a platform, and I wanted to address a lot of serious stuff on there, and from judging what people have told me, they haven't shared a lot of the stuff, because I talked about my suicide attempts on there. I spoke about a lot of serious shit. Would I do another TV show? Yeah, if it was the right TV show. You know, I'm not going to sell myself out and do something that isn't me just so I can be on TV again and make a bit of coin, you know what I mean? I'm flat broke now. I've just lost 100 grand potentially, do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Hey, do you know what I mean? Kenley had a crush on you though, Lewis. Really? I didn't know that. She kind of said that she didn't. But whatever. No, so do you think the show edited you? Do you think the show edited you fairly? Not really. Because people say that they try to make me out to be the villain, and they try to make me out to be the ringleader, but I wasn't. You only see 45 minutes of the 24 hours a day, but you know, even in those 45 minutes, that's the best thing about being real is, even if you see 45 minutes of 24 hours, you still see me being real. And however they edit it, you just still see me being real. So when you see like Akeem being fake, you see him being fake, and in the 45 minutes, or it was 24 hours. So yeah, I was just trying to be real, and I knew for a fact that I was real. It shined through. Do you like Thomas? Me and Thomas can get on, you know. Thomas is a smart guy. He's quite intelligent, you know. But he said something to me. I don't know if you guys saw it. He said that the reason why he gravitated towards Cameron on launch night was because he knew he'd have strategy. That for me, you're telling me you're gravitating towards a young kid because you think that he's going to like prolong your experience in the house. You know what I mean? I can't forget shit like that. When people say stuff that doubts their character, I can't forget it. Like, I am who I am. They showed me being real, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I was real from the get-go. Do you regret going on BB? I don't regret going on BB. I don't regret anything in my life because I think that no matter what you do in your life, whether it's good or it's bad, you either enjoy the good or you learn from the bad. And I had good and bad in there, and I went there to face my fears. I went there to face my anxiety. I went there to face my health issues. I went there to face my socialisation issues and my conversation issues, and I did it. I did it all. I did everything I went there to do, and I helped change a few lives when I got there as well. Can I just say I look great with a neck tattoo? I did like the neck tattoo, but I just don't know if I could get one. Thomas wanted that 100 grand more than his own life. He did. I just don't like being around fake people, and unfortunately for me, I was in a fake house with fake grass and fake people. And do you feel like anxiety has got better? My anxiety, has it got better? It depends. It peaks, it's up and down. Like, especially when I drink, my anxiety is worse. But I was in a supermarket earlier and everyone was coming over at me, like all they were doing were like, oh, we voted for you, and I was getting photos. But that same supermarket is where I had my first panic attack, and I never had one. It's just all about breathing, meditation, yoga. It all helps. It's all about just learning to fucking be calm in situations that are telling you that you don't need to be calm. Are we hitting some blueberry OG tomorrow? I read that out loud. Yeah, bring the vape and bring some CBD, brother. Well done, you are being real. You was the best housemate, and you was the best housemate, and you was a sport, speak from the heart. You're real. Attitude towards life. Thank you. It's gone down. Thomas is the slink, the weasel. You can't meditate, it makes me itchy. There's different kinds of meditation. So, YouTube them. Very, very different types of meditation. Do I smoke? I don't smoke. I used to smoke weed a lot when I was younger. I have CBD oil. You need me to mentor your 13-year-old son for his anxiety. I'm going to be doing videos. I'm going to start doing YouTube videos and live videos. I'll go live every day. I just want to help people, man. If you're all there and you're saying that me being me helped you all, I want to help you all. So if I can go live and we'll just say what's on everyone's mind, what should we talk about? We'll just talk about shit, and I'll tell you how certain things have helped me. You know, inspired so many. One of the few real people on Big Brother. Thank you. So meditating to get rid of anxiety makes you anxious. Yoga, breathing. It's just like you can do walking, meditating, and everything. There's so much shit on YouTube, and anxiety as well. There's certain foods, certain drinks. Who deserves to win? Cameron. Will you blog about my experiences in life? Yeah, definitely, 100%. This is what my Instagram is. I think someone commented the other day. Did weed help make your anxiety worse? CBD helps anxiety, but THC makes it worse. It makes me paranoid. So CBD without THC obviously helps. It's been proven, you know. So do some research on that shit. Red wine is beer fear. Red wine, alcohol makes me loopy. And you know what? I drank every night in there, and the week before I went in. So tonight, I'm not drinking tonight. I was supposed to go out with my friend in Newcastle. I'm not drinking. I'm up early in the morning. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to take the dog for a big long walk. And then I'm going to be back in the gym, and I'm going to London, so I'm going to be in London. No, not the CBD from Holland & Barrett. You can get it, but as long as it doesn't have the THC and it won't affect you in a negative way. Yeah, I love red wine. Sam, red wine it just happens. It happens. It enters your life when you're ready for it. People say with gin. Gin's a thing of age. It has happened. Favourite moment in Big Brother. One of the moments I had with Cameron. But loads though, like me and Brooke had a moment. Brooke came up to me and she was like, because at one point Brooke was like having a go at me saying, why don't you just come and talk to everyone? Why don't you talk to Hussein? Why don't you talk to Lewis G? Why don't you jump in the crowd? And I was like, no, I'm not comfortable being in that crowd. It's not good for me. And I stuck to my guns, and me and Brooke had a couple of arguments over it. She was trying to give me some like advice from her Buddhist values, and I was like, I know like what you're saying is true, because you know Buddhism is very, very intelligent and it works for her. But what she was telling me to do wouldn't work for me. Like, we're different people, you know what I mean? And then a couple of days later, she came in the bathroom and she said, look, Lewis, I want to thank you because I learnt more in the past 15 minutes than I have in my whole life. Because Brooke found out that she was doing what I was refusing to do, which is be around people that aren't good for you, and you adapt to society, you adapt to certain groups, you be and you do certain things to fit into certain groups of people, and that's what I refused to do. And when she saw me doing it, she was like, I've been doing that my whole life. She's been like getting involved in groups and going with the group, and you know, when sometimes when I was taking drugs because my friends were taking drugs, I was doing this because my friends were, and you do that, and being able to stand on your own and say, I don't want to do that, I don't want to go to that group, I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to have a shot of Sambu, I don't want to have a LAN. Do you know what I'm saying? Just be your own person. If you don't feel like you should do it, don't do it because everyone else is doing it. You and Brooke had an interesting relationship. Yeah, me and Brooke did have an interesting relationship. I know she nominated me a couple of times and shit like that. Shaka Bar's class. Shaka Bar's is class. I do follow Shaka Bar's. But yeah. Me and Brooke had an interesting relationship. It was very interesting. Yeah, it was mad, man. It was a whirlwind. Are you going to the rap party? No. Lewis for the new phase of herbal essence. You might have left out the money, but you've gained a brother and an army of lovers. Thanks, guys. That's worth more than the money. I didn't go for the money. Obviously, the money would have been great. It would have changed my life. But you know, what is meant for me shall not pass me. And I think it would be better. Yeah, it would be better for Cameron to win that. You know, Cameron loves the show. It's his dream to win. Yeah, I'm happy. I'll do good things in my life. Have you watched all the footage back now? I've watched 2 episodes. I don't even want to watch it. I was there. I'll watch it eventually, but I don't need to see it right now. You know, I've got too much going on. I've got all this thing. Do you ever wish to redo Big Brother? Nah, I'm not redoing that shit. It happened at the right time for the right reasons. And I learned what I learned, and it was what it was. I don't ever change anything in life. Do I miss Dirty Dave? Dirty Dave's in the Costa del Sol drinking a cocktail, and you know I helped him escape. What does your hair smell like? No, I'm not quite sure how to answer that. I was Foxclubs. Foxclubs is alright. I haven't watched it since you left. You should be proud. You outdone the haters, Louis G. Anderson. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they try to press me. You know, some people saying that they were putting people in there deliberately to press me and test me, and you know what? Like, I'll address this one thing now. So, I heard people talking about like that. People are calling me a coward, and people are saying that, you know, I should have stood up for myself, and people are saying that I only like argue with women and stuff. And don't get this twisted, right? If I wanted to fucking react, I could react, but I didn't go there to react. Like, everyone who knows me from where I'm from, everyone knows like what I used to be about, and like what, like I'm not like this is pathetic. Like, do you not think that if I wanted to, I could have reacted? Like, what would I have gone from me? Like, I wasn't sitting there smiling because I was scared. I was scared that I might lose my temper and do something severely stupid. And that wouldn't have been good for me or anyone else. So, you know, like, it takes a strong man to bite his tongue when someone's taking food and pressing them day after day. I got pressed in there almost every day. You don't think it was hard for me not to fucking flip and won't say what I'm about to say, but do something stupid. Do you know what I mean? It's hard being around people like that. And that's why I went there, because I knew that in my situation, if I'm somewhere and someone's trying to press me or take things from me or do something to me, it's either fight or flight. And I knew by putting myself in that environment, I couldn't do either of those. And people are saying, like, when I came home, all my friends were like, how did you bite your tongue? Like, how did you learn to do that? And I went, I didn't learn. That's the first time I've ever done it. And I did it because I had to. But everyone who knows me will probably watching him take my food and watching Hussein press me and shit like that. All my mates and everyone who knows me on the edge of their seat thinking, don't do it. And I didn't. I was the bigger man, I was a stronger person, and I went there to grow, and I did. Yeah, it's because you not react. You don't need to react. I held it together. Yeah, you don't need to react. Not every action needs a reaction. So yeah, there's a few more things. You've had the upper hand not to react. I just look stupid. Will you be there for Cameron when he comes out? Of course. Me and Cameron are family. Scorpio, I'm also awake and empath. I get you. Thank you. It's tough, right? That's like an empath's worst nightmare, being locked in a house full of narcissists. Bearing in mind, I do have some narcissistic tendencies. We all do. We all do. Why did Hussein think he was king? I have no idea. The only thing real about him is his tacky designer clothes, and that's even a stretch. Would I go on Love Island? I was supposed to go on Love Island last year. I don't know if Love Island's me, you know. I mean, if I went there, I would be myself. I wouldn't be like on Love Island. It's all about like shagging and bragging, like doing bits or whatever the cost. Not who I am. Like, if I went there, it'd just be another Big Brother. I'd just be me arguing with everyone. And you know, would I find a girl on there that would understand what I'm about, or would she just think he's weird? Why doesn't he want to bang me? Do you know what I mean? Like, society's fucked. Society is fucked. It's the same with Love Island. I tell you what, we'll do like a little experiment now. So, put your hands up if you watch Love Island. So, everyone puts their hand up. If you watch Love Island. Keep your hand up if you think Love Island's entertaining. Yeah, we think it's entertaining. Keep your hand up if you would still find Love Island entertaining if it was your daughter that was crying on TV. Everyone puts their hand down. And how backwards is that? There's a thing in the human brain that makes us find drama and someone else's pain entertaining. How fucked up is that? And, you know, one thing about Love Island, a lot of the people on Love Island, I mean, I'm not slagging anyone off in particular, but the show in general, I mean, it's a great show, you know, it's entertaining. I watched it this year. Some people go on there, they're like, oh yeah, so I'm so-and-so, I've been single now like 2 months. I'm like, we're there. How long was the application process? Because the one for Big Brother was 6 months. You know, this isn't another thing that I struggled with. So, like, when you break up with somebody, you need to be on your own. You need to heal. You need to, like, repair the damage in your emotions, your suppressed emotions. Because if you don't, when you get in another relationship, you're just transferring your old emotions from your old partner onto your new partner. So when you do see someone crying because the guy she met 12 hours ago decided to go with someone else, it's because she's unhappy with, like, the pain that's inside of them. Not she or him or anyone in general. So, me for Love Island, I mean, going from one person to another person, that's swapping and dropping, that's not what I'm about. That isn't what I'm about. So if I went there, I'd have to just be me and, you know, try and find someone else that's kind of similar to me, but I don't think that's going to happen for a long time. Well, it is, but not, like, in that kind of environment. But yeah, no disrespect to anyone who goes on there, you know, they've obviously done well for themselves. Can't hate anyone doing well for themselves. If they have a good time, that's cool. Do I want children someday? I'm not ready for children yet. I'm not where I want to be in life yet, and I don't agree with society enough to bring another. Like, I don't like society. I don't like the way we behave as humans. So, how careless is that to be? Bring another life into the world when I don't like the world. I don't think it's a nice place. It is, but it's not really like society in general. Do I read the Bible? No, but I'm gonna read the Bible. I would take a bullet for you. Thanks, bro. I'd read the Bible. I'd read the Quran. I like to read, man. I like to learn about shit, which is ironically enough because I got shot out of school when I was younger. Do I like Halloween? It's just another day for me, you know. When you get to my age, someone said marry me. You would be such a good dad, though. Are you saying that because of Bow Wow? I miss Bow Wow, man. That's another thing that sucks as well. I know for a fact that when I went on, if I was to go on bots, then obviously they would have brought Bow Wow out. Do you think you stressed too much? In the Big Brother house I did, but I'm not always like that. I am if I don't meditate. If I don't meditate, I'm very stressful. Things stress me out. People stress me out. Being around people annoys me. Being around fake people pisses me off. Having too many people tell me what to do, or people interrupting me, things piss me off. Things piss me off and I like to talk about it. Yeah, I love you all too, man. Favourite genre of film, true story, hands down. What's next for me? I'm just riding the wave, you know. I want to face the music, wait for the storm to pass, and we'll see what opportunities arise. But, you know, I've got my own stuff going on. I've got a couple of ideas. I've got a few inventions. I've got an app that I'm bringing out soon. It's not an app about me. It's an app that I created. I'm just trying to make some moves and trying to make shit happen and trying to give me and my family a better life, and I will. I know I will. Bali or Cali for my birthday. It's my boy Christy. Bali or Cali, both. I want to live in between Bali and Cali. I wish I could meet you. You're amazing. How pure you are. Thank you. I'm sure we can meet. Like, it's not impossible. I'm not like some fucking A-list celebrity who lives in a mansion with loads of gates. I'm still about town. I'm still like at events and stuff. Nah, I won't be getting an interview, guys. Would I do a fan meetup? Yeah, I've been thinking about it. I'll have to try and find out, where the majority of everyone is, and then put something in the middle. Yeah, I'll do a fan meetup. I'm pissed off when your typical reply when BB asked how you are. I don't know what that means. Loving this, it's better than BB. Go on, I'm a celebrity. I don't really class myself as a celebrity. You won't be doing the club PA route, then I like it. The club thing, you know what, like, I've just potentially lost $100,000. And my financial situation isn't exactly where I'd like it to be. So, Christy, I'm going to start taking donations for Lewis's phone number. So, if someone wanted to pay me to have a couple of drinks in a club and meet people like you guys, and I'd do it, I'm just trying to make the best out of a bad situation. I've just lost potentially $100,000. Just got to try and make sure that my reputation's intact and no one fucking is looking at me wrong, and yeah, and I'll salvage something from the wreckage. That's what life's all about, right? Making the best out of a bad situation. Who do I want to win, Big Brother? Cameron. Will we see them at the final? No. Come to Manchester. I haven't been to Manchester for a while, but I will do. This live feed's better than Big Brother. Come to Hartlepool. Bit of a stretch, kid. Ken. Do I think Cameron has feelings for me? I don't really know how to answer that because I look at him as my little brother, Cameron, I have feelings for Cameron, he's my little brother, he's a good friend of mine, and do you do a lot of modelling work? I'm not really. Potentially in the future I need to get back in shape and get some photos done, and we'll see what happens. Have you ever been to Great Yarmouth? Yes. Do you want to settle down? No. That phrase, settle down, for me, I don't want to settle down. Even if I meet someone that I want to view forever, we won't be settling down, we'll be kicking off. We'll be travelling the world and doing shit and creating the world a better place. I'm not going to fucking find someone and settle down and get married and sit in my house and watch TV. No, I cut my hair before. I'm growing it now. Never cutting ever again. Up the borough. Gang. Finland, interesting. Birmingham. I don't know. Hussein and his boys might do me in, you know what I mean? Do I believe in ghosts? I believe in spirits. We are spirits with bodies, not bodies with spirits. Does the support make me happy? The support does, yeah. The support makes me very happy. I mean, it doesn't make me happy because I am happy, but the support, it helps me through the hard stuff, Having you guys there for me and just saying good stuff about me and seeing the realness in me. Love from Somalia, thank you. Yeah, you all make it easier. You make it very, very easier, all of you. You've been amazing. I just wish I had time to, what I do with Route 66 in America, yeah. I just wish I had time to reply to every single message, because every time I put something on, it's another 99 plus messages and I can't get through them all. I'm just devastated that I can't reply to all of you, it's fucking, it's quite annoying. How did you like your dance, Fan Amelia? You mean tequila? It was very confusing for me, because bearing in mind at the time, I'd been come on. Theo's here, wants a bit of attention. Come on in. Yeah, so the dance with Amelia for me, it was it's a little bit confusing, very confusing, because in one sense, I wasn't really looking for anything, and I've been trying to not listen to, my attraction to women, because every time I do, I seem to act on it, and it becomes a one night stand. So I'm not trying to do that anymore. So I wasn't attracted to her, and bearing in mind we had that big argument a couple of days before. But then she turned into this person. I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, that doesn't look like Anna Amelia. It looks like this. It looks like a different person. And I was kind of attracted to the whole alter ego image that she created, but I couldn't focus on it. I couldn't stay consistent with it because in my mind, I just knew that it was Amelia and she was annoying me. So I was so confused. I'd never been that confused since puberty. It was so confusing. Because on the one hand, she's attractive. On the other hand, she annoys me. So it was like two separate people, and I didn't know. It was like I was just so confused. But yeah, I'm not complaining. I had a beautiful woman. Whatever it was. Prettiest girl in the house. It's a shallow question. It's a shallow question, I'm afraid. I don't really want to judge the rest of the full house on how they look. Too shallow for me, that question. The most beautiful human in the house is, I would say... I'm doing the same thing, but on personality. They're all beautiful in their own way. Everyone is beautiful in their own way. We all are. Yeah, I do miss the bath and Big Brother. Ever been to Ireland? Yes, I've been to Ireland. Give me babies. I'm sorry, I can't really do that. Do you think Sian disliked you because you didn't fancy her? A lot of people have said that to me. So I'm not sure. What breed is Theo? He's a mix between a Pomeranian and a Japanese Spitz, I think. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the comments. What made you go off Kay? Kay's a nice girl, first of all. I was blinded to the stuff that I couldn't see. You know, Cameron pointed it out at me. She was being pretty manipulative, whether it was intentional or unintentional. She tried to get people to do stuff. She fed into Louis G. She was trying to get Louis G to do this, do that, go and do this, go and do that, and she just fed into him. She fed him the attention that he needed to misbehave, and it was weird. I can't really explain it. Cameron spotted it, then I spotted it, and then it felt to me that she was like using her disagreement with me to get out of the house. You know, she tried to get out of the house from day one, and every day I went out my way to make sure she was okay, and it backfired in my face. But yeah, it is what it is. Do I live alone? I'm at my mum's house at the minute. I've got my own house, my own property while I rent it out. Do I still trade Forex? Bloom, how are you doing, kid? No, I need to get back trading because I can't trade, is an understatement. Yeah, I need to get back on the chart, start making some real cash. Just thought I'd do Big Brother in between, see what happens. A little bit of an experience on it. I've got a YouTube channel, it is I Am Lewis Dean. There's nothing on there yet though, but there will be soon. We'll start doing talks and poetry and workout videos and shit like that. Yeah. 10% battery. What's the best advice for depression? It depends what kind of depression it is, because when you talk about depression, the NHS will tell you you're depressed, but there's different kinds of depression. I suffer from existential depression. Existential depression is basically that you are unhappy existing. I do yin yoga. You are unhappy just being who you are. You're unhappy with the way society operates. You're unhappy with life in general. You want more. You want to do more. And that's the kind of depression I have. But if you're depressed and you're just feeling down, you need to start doing some self-help books, self-help techniques, meditating. Depression is just telling you that you're unhappy with your life, and the only person who can change that is you. There's some great books. Depression. If you buy a book called Ask and It's Given, Esther and Jerry Hicks, Ask and It's Given, buy the actual book, don't buy the audio book. The first half of the book is the book, and then the second half of the book is tasks. So you have like your emotional set point, you have all from happiness all the way down to depression, and you do have I tried DMT, yes, and you do eat the emotion you're feeling. So if you're feeling depressed, it'll send you to a page, Abraham Hicks, yeah, it'll send you to a page where you can do a task that'll help you raise your emotion all the way up to happiness. Yeah, I'm an Abraham Hicks fan. That book changed my fucking life. Still does. I still use the tasks in it today. Abraham Hicks, Asking It's Given, that book changed my fucking life. Nothing works for me. You haven't tried hard enough. If nothing's working for you, you're not trying hard enough. My plan's for my birthday. I'm not sure. I think I might be throwing a party. I might just go to York or something for the day. Would you beat Hussein in a fight? I'm a lover, not a fighter. Favourite animal? I love all animals, but I think that my spirit animal is a black jaguar. How did you manage to get your life back on track after your past experiences? Hard work. Hard fucking work. Working on myself. Looking myself in the mirror and facing the shit in me that I didn't want to face. Rock bottom. Being vulnerable. Everything. You can't run away from the shit that's there. One of the things for people do in life is, like, you see people, they they get addicted to drugs, or they get addicted to going out or drinking. They get addicted to sex. They get addicted to like social media, and they feed off that because it's like if you cut your leg and your leg's bleeding and needs stitching up, you need to address it. You need to like fix the wound. You need to heal the wound. You can't just put a plaster over it and expect it to heal. And that's what people do. People think that they're unhappy inside. They're unhappy inside their bodies, inside their souls, and they just do something to cover it up. They just do like, oh, it's alright, I'm just going to go to the gym because I've done it. It's alright, I'm just going to like get wired and do a load of drugs. It's alright, I'm going to go out every week. I'm going to have sex with a load of different girls or men or whatever you're into, and it makes them feel better about. But you can't run away from shit that's inside of you. If something's inside of you, something's bothering you, if you've got like past trauma or suppressed emotions or bent up anger, you need to deal with that. You need to address that. You need to like see a counsellor. You need to sit with a counsellor and like say, look, I'm feeling this way. What's holding me back in life? What's stopped me from being happy? What's making me feel like shit? I need to address shit. There's stuff like even from your childhood. Like, do you know like this thing called cognitive bias? No, it's not. It's not. So basically, if you're a child and you're being told no, like being told no when you're a child, it affects your decision making when you're older. So if you're going to touch a fire and someone goes to you, no, don't do that, it's naughty. In life, when you get older, when you go to do something you want to do, you dare do it because you've been told no before, and that stays in your mind. So even shit that's in your mind from years and years ago that you might not even think affects you, it affects you. There's shit that affects you that you don't even know about. Do you think Cameron stopped spending as much time with you because he felt guilty for evicting Isabella and you made him feel even more guilty? Yeah, he did. He felt bad. He knew that me and Isabella were getting close, and he saved Akeem. It is what it is. It is what it is. Do I believe in past lives and souls living? Of course I do. You can't destroy souls. You can't destroy energy. Energy just goes elsewhere. I think that I've lived many lives before this one. Many lives. I don't think I'm from this time zone at all. I don't think I'm from this lifetime. Do you shit my eyebrows? No, they're natural. I just get the tops in the middle done because it grows into one big monobrow. Favourite person on Love Island? I only watched it once, but it'd have to be Dr. Love. That guy's hilarious. That's the only one time I watched it. I did explain why I left the Big Brother house, guys. I explained at the beginning of the video. There's an article on my Twitter, so on my Facebook, so have a look at that. So basically I mocked Hitler. For those like of came in and didn't catch it, I mocked Hitler. Shut up with Love Island questions. I mocked Hitler, and you know I said something that was offensive to Jewish people, and I paid the price and I apologised, and that's it. Interesting, very interesting. Hi. So nice to see someone talking about these topics, such important topics no one touches on. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there that we have no idea about that we should touch down on. Am I going into modelling? Yeah, I've done a bit of modelling in the past. I've had a few people contact me from like agencies and scouts and stuff. So we'll see what happens. You know, if the opportunity is there and it feels right, I'll see what happens. Do I miss Bow Wow? Yeah, I really do. ZGM Bow Wow, ZGM. Right, guys, I'm hungry. Who do you want to be the runner-up? I don't care, guys. Honestly, I don't care. As long as everyone has a good experience and no one really gets booed and they get to actually have their exit like I didn't. I just want everyone to have a good time, even the people that I don't really get on with. I just want everyone to have a good time and just whatever. I remember the language, yeah. It's Mandarin. ZGN means goodbye, and what I need means I love you. Sheshe means thanks. I suffer with anxiety, Lewis, have a rare brain, it gets me panicky, but I've given you hope. Thanks, Stacey. What's happening? I've done something with this fucking... Yeah, thank you. I just want to be myself. I just want to be real in a world full of fake people. And you know what, ironically enough, I might be a little bit too real for reality TV. It was just too raw. It's who I am. I'm too pure. I'm too raw. I'm too intense. I'm too in your face. I am who I am. I was who I was. I am who I am, and I will be who I will be. And you know what? That's all we have. That's all we have in this world is who we are. Our realness. Our imperfections. Our insecurities. Our past. Who we want to be. Who we are. Who we were. That's all we have in life. That's all we have. That's all we have. And no one can ever take that away from us. They can take money, they can take partners, they can take your house, they can take, you know, parts of your physical body, but as long as you're yourself, no one can ever take that away from you. And, you know, even though I didn't win, and I might have, you know, come across as quite a bad person at times, I am who I am, and we're not perfect, and I'm just a fucking average guy, trying to be a good guy, trying to be a better person, and I did it with the world watching, so obviously you're going to see the good and the bad in me. You saw bad in me, you saw good in me, you saw strength in me, you saw weakness in me, and that's what I went on there for. So yeah. Right guys, so I'm getting really hungry, and the questions seem to be the same ones I've already answered, no disrespect. So yeah, I love you all. Wanting to come and face the music, and because I felt like I didn't want to, you know, not tell you all. I wanted to tell you all for ages, and I couldn't because my family were concerned, and I was advised not to. And you know, I feel free now. The past couple of days have been very emotional for me, and you know, I've told you all what happened, and I'm free now. I'm free from the mistake that I made. I'm free from the dread of hiding behind, not speaking, hiding behind what happened, and I don't hide from my shit. I face my demons head on, and you know what, I made a mistake with the world watching. I apologise, I just want to continue moving on with my life, and hopefully I'll be able to salvage something from the wreckage. It was a mistake, that's all it will ever will be, and that's the end of it, guys. But yeah, thank you for the love, thank you for the support, thank you for all the messages. I'm sorry I can't reply to you. I'm seeing lots of them. What will I train tomorrow? I'll do a live video and I'll go to the gym tomorrow. Yeah, so thank you for all the support. I love you all a bit. Honestly, you've made it so much easier. You've made me feel like everything that I stood for was worth it, you know. I could cry. Yeah, but thanks guys. I love you all a bit. Honestly, I love you all a bit. You mean everything to me, the support. It's overwhelming. My family appreciate it all. You know, in a world full of fake people, it's kind of nice to be appreciated for being real. You know what? Yeah, that's worth more than the 100 grand. I was chatting to Ryland Clark. But yeah, love you all guys. I'm going to go now because I'm hungry. And I'm going around in circles and I'm starting to drift off. But I love you all. Thank you so much. Love you a bit. Bye. Oh yeah, one last thing. Peace out guys.